What's going on? It's Preston Waters.
This is Dre from Rare.
You already know who it is. It's your girl, Lee Amazing.
What up, y'all? It's Fly.
This is Val.
It's your boy, Pip Jones.
Yo, it's Don Smith.
You already know what it is. It's your boy, Banvito. If I can, we rocking with Ashley Tiffany, you dig?
It's your boy, Fligo.
It's your boy, Mitch Leader, a.k.a. At Your Girl Crib.
Yo, this your boy, Eat That Epic.
What's cashing, y'all? It's your boy, Cash. My Chinese Spanish heritage.
What's good, man? It's your boy, Rated R.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Your boy, my son, NY General.
It's the GOAT in books.
Yo, it's your boy, Parker.
This is Intern from We Are Alumnus.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shada Imani.
You watching Stay on TV.
And you're watching Stay on TV.
And now watching Stay on TV.
And you're watching Stay on TV.
You know, we right here, Stay on TV.
And you watching Stay on TV.
What's good? Stay on TV.
We're watching Stay on TV.
You're watching Stay on TV.
And you are watching Stay on TV.
If you're watching Stay on TV,
Now we Stay on TV.
Here on Stay on TV.
Shout outs to Ashley Tiffany. You rocking with Stay on TV. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of RoseAboveIt Podcast. I'm your boy, T. Rose.
It's your boy, Damn Dens.
And we got a special guest with us in the building.
Ashley Tiffany.
Ashley Tiffany, she is...
The executive producer and host.
Director, host, everything.
Writer. Journalist.
Then she the cameraman too. She said you ain't doing the camera.
Sometimes, you feel me?
Yeah,
you gotta do it all.
On Stay on TV. Let me see that real quick, bro. Oh, how did Stay on... First of all, what is Stay on TV? Tell the people what Stay on TV is.
So Stay on TV, it's like a raw behind scene series for up and coming artists, fashion designers, entrepreneurs, and we interview them and shoot. Sometimes we shoot a documentary.
Sometimes we go into their neighborhoods wherever they're from. You know, if they got a famous corner store that they went to when they was growing up, we go there.
Chopped cheese.
You feel me? We talk to the people that they grew up with, and you feel me? We just get a raw behind the scenes feel of what where they're from.
What made you start Stay on TV?
Well, actually, Stay on TV was a college radio show. I went to City College of New York in Harlem, and it was called Stay on Radio. So Stay on Radio, I did the same thing, but not like a documentary episode or anything. It was a radio show where I just interviewed people that was like hot throughout New York City. So
Speaking of hot, I'm sweating like crazy. It's hot as hell here. All this work. But so like, do you have to be a musician or entrepreneur? You can't be like a regular 9-to-5 person to get on Stay on TV?
I mean, we kind of relate it back to hip-hop always. So if we do like a fashion designer, we always ask like, okay, how do you relate this back to music or hip-hop? Or we ask them like where they're from. If they're from the Bronx, hip-hop originated in the Bronx. So we ask them stuff like that. But we always bring it back to like hip-hop because we both love hip-hop.
Yeah, we actually we interviewed the people from We Are Alumnus that's right over there. And it was definitely a dope episode. One of our first fashion pieces, and it was dope. We also did.
That was our second episode too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We did Rare. That's in the Bronx. That's the storefront is actually closed.
Rare that used to have We Can't See Your podcast on.
Yes. Exactly.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Coco. Shout out to them.
We need We canceled back.
Yes, that's a dope podcast. So how did y'all two link up? How'd that happen?
BronxNet, our internship together last year. Yes, we was in Nicole Johnson's class. Yeah. And I told him about the idea. I'm like, yo, I just graduated. I graduated in May of last year. And I was telling him about like the idea of Stay on TV. And he was with it from like the jump. But it took us like 4 months to actually start. Yeah. We started last winter.
I feel like BronxNet the WCC of internships.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody go there. Only because, like, does BronxNet turn anybody down? Like, as far as if they want an internship?
No.
You gotta be wildin'. You gotta be straight wildin'. Like, there's dudes I heard that be falling asleep at, like, you feel me, on the camera live at open. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
So, like, you feel me? You gotta be really wild.
You
gotta be really wild.
No. We gonna say something crazy. We gonna talk crazy. We gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, cause BronxNet, I interned there too. And I remember I used to sometimes, when you're in college, you don't take things as serious as you're supposed to.
Right.
So I remember I used to go there sometimes like 30 minutes late, like just walk in, like sneak in, try to act like I was stage managing the whole time or something, and knowing like I was dead dumb late.
I'm not gonna lie, for Upend, if somebody watches this, but for Upend, the call time's 8:30. I'll be waking up at 8:30. I'll wake up,
that's OG.
Take a shower.
I don't take any morning shoots.
Mine's not 45. Yo, but they be having like, is the pay good at Open, by the way? a Bronx net? Like if you work.
I wouldn't say average if you're just starting out in the TV world.
Thanks, Philly. Shout out to Philly, y'all. She's here. She just not. She here. She just not here. She came here.
TV industry. I said world. If you starting out in the TV industry, so it was like reasonable. It was my first job out of college.
You feel me? It's not like, you know, I'm not gonna knock anybody working at like ShopRite or anything, but it's not like ShopRite where you could just, you know, you out here just getting minimum wage. Like, you feel me? They're paying us pretty decent, and on top of that, you feel me? You start off as an intern, you're doing like 25 hours or whatever. You feel me? It's all right. I got my car off of the pay. Like, I'm not gonna say what type of car I drive, but you feel me? I got my car off that.
Beamer.
And not only that, they give you the opportunity to learn. Like, I learned a lot there, and I met him. A couple of other cool people.
So what's your favorite part of, like, just for staying on TV? Just go back to that for a second, because shout out to BronxNet, but I ain't paying enough to talk about this now. But stay on TV. What's your favorite part of it? Is it direct, being the executive producer, directing, or is it more like you like being on air as a host?
That's hard because I like everything about it. That's my baby. But I would say I like executive producing it. Yeah, executive producing the show.
You like being the boss, calling
the shots, seeing like who we gonna have on the show, who's not gonna be on the show, because we started turning down like a lot of people this season because.
So you like the creative side?
Yeah.
How does one contact you if they want to like be on the show? How do you decipher who, like, all right, I like this person but I don't like this person? Like, what makes you decipher that?
Okay, we just switched it up this season. Last season we was very lenient. We used to just tell everybody, yeah, sure, like pull up, we can interview you. We didn't even have a studio at that time either. But this season, we're up to our second season, we really just flipped the script where if you're not really putting in work, like content to prove it, and if your social media accounts doesn't look like you're a rapper, singer, designer, we're not interviewing you. Like, I'm not even wasting my time, because if you're not putting in work and we can't see it, or if your page is private, like, what's the point?
And on top of that, you gotta take yourself seriously. You feel me? You gotta put in a little bit of bread to, you know, get to where you're going. So you feel me? Like, you can't just come up with, you know, I get it, the iPhone's nice, but you can't have it just an iPhone picture, you know, right here, iPhone picture there. But you feel me? Let me at least see a picture of you in the studio, a video you working in the studio, and at least a couple music videos for you to, you know, for us to show.
Please, a couple of music videos. Like, you have to have visuals.
Yo, it's crazy how far social media has came, as far as like, because now you could tell how popping a person is just off their social media. Like before.
But people buy followers too and likes.
But that's it's so sorry that it came to that. It came to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't really, like, some people have mad followers and stuff, and mad, like, artists, and they are trash. I know a lot of trash artists.
Yeah, a lot of trash artists hit us up too.
There's a couple dudes that definitely hit us up, and I was like, wow, this is
Have you ever like exposed somebody that's came on your show, like, and they whacking you, like, yo, this isn't really, you know, what I thought it would be?
Nah. Everyone we interviewed so far is good.
Yeah. And you know, like,
respect them.
Yeah, as far as you know, talent definitely shows itself. You know, you got to definitely be performing, at least performing, because performance is a huge key to hip hop. Like, if you're not performing, then what are you doing? Like, you're not even taking yourself seriously. So why should we take you seriously?
It's true.
We definitely do tear people down.
It's crazy because I feel like with certain people, if like they came, remember who came? Truck came here and did a freestyle and delivered. Like, if somebody came here and did a freestyle and was whacking during the podcast, I'd be like, yo, bro,
cut that out.
So what else do you do? What else do you do? Or you like, what's your day job? Because you need to.
And sometimes we turn people down because they're just not fully developed yet. Because we had a guy that hit us up that was like 17, 18. Like, he wasn't bad, but it's just like, for what we're looking for now is just, you have to have like
some type of, like, you have to have the full package.
Full package. You have to have, We said it too.
Videos. You gotta have
content.
Your resume gotta be correct. Your resume gotta be correct.
Yeah.
You can't come out there like
you can't walk
fresh
into
SoundCloud rapper. Got 2 tracks. Like yo, I'm trying to be on it.
You can't walk into BET talking about yo. I worked at ShopRite. 2 years ago. I mean, feel me? I didn't have a job yesterday, but you feel me? Like I want to work here. Like,
Right.
So what made you say like yo, fuck this? I want to start my own joint. Like I want to do Stay on TV, make this my own baby. Like instead of saying like yo, I'm going to the corporate, I'm an intern somewhere, and then try to work my way up. What made you say like I'm gonna start my own, put myself on?
Well, I did intern at SiriusXM last year as well, and it was good. It was a great opportunity, but I was doing marketing there. So it was cool, but I was just doing marketing where I was just sitting at a desk all day, and that wasn't for me. But what made me really start Stay on TV, I guess, is like, I want to say my college radio station. They helped me a lot with it, WCCR, with my college radio show, and just like made me think like, nah, you should just keep on going because you have, I don't want to say clout, but you have the hustle and you just know this is the shit that you really love and want to do. So why don't you just continue on doing it? And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I I just came up with the idea and then asked Denzel about it. Now we're here.
And we're actually coming, we're coming up on our first full year. Like, I remember she asked me definitely in the summertime, but then we didn't really start until like November.
Yeah, around my birthday.
Yeah,
my birthday's
and then
coming
we
up.
started working together. It's funny because she asked me, and at the same time I started daily discussion with PJ and Shaq, and it was a lot. But I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take it because this is what I want to do, and I'm not gonna. You feel me? I want to bring BET this, like, and I'm taking no for an answer.
Yeah. And we can see this shit being on Complex too.
Yeah.
I ain't confirmed with
my vision is far for this. Like we doing good right now.
And that's people are, you having a vision is just like such an important thing because there's people that try to do stuff like this and they just look at the short term like, yo, I'm trying to get hot right now. You know what I'm saying? You trying to really, really do this. So now that you got a little clout now, right? How many guys try sliding in your DMs like crazy?
Guys always slid in my DMs. I would say I don't have a number, a specific
it's like
number.
Unlimited. it's every day.
Every week is different. It depends like what I post.
Cause guys, they definitely pay attention to like, oh yo, she doing good now. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
Let me
I had
check
a couple of DMs like that. Like let me slide in her DM to see how she's doing now, cause she's moving.
Yeah.
But I don't pay attention. I don't really look at my DMs like that.
You more focused on the goal?
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of guys hit me up because either music related or regular hit ups. Like, oh, what do you do for a living? Like, nigga, you see right there. It's on my page.
There's a reason for that. Guys do that just to get the response.
Yeah.
That initial response is come here, bring you in, you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. But since it's the era of women right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which is crazy. It's a lot of woman power going on, you know what I'm saying? Which is dope, feminist power. Once upon a time, it really was a disadvantage to be in this type of industry as a woman. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like working on TV, like you still like, is it still a disadvantage? Or do you feel like even now more than ever, this is a time for you to like really step up and do your thing?
No, I think this is a time for me to step up, do my thing, and any other females that wants to do what they want to do in the TV production world or anything music related, do it because we're moving right now. And my main focus, one of my main goals is just to push the culture forward. I know you hear that word a lot, culture forward, but it's so important to me. Like, I really love hip hop. I really love doing this shit. And I don't separate it from just being a female or a male. Like, I'm doing this shit because I love it and I can make a difference in this world and probably inspire people.
Would you be more inclined to take a female interview nowadays? Like, because, like for example, look at, we look at the Cardi B and Nicki thing, right? Yeah. And we say, like, yo, woman, every time somebody get hot, we not.
She'll speak about that.
Oh yeah, we can talk.
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
I can talk. Yeah, for
we can talk.
days.
Well, I'm saying
Cardi B.
Yeah. Oh, but do you like Cardi?
I like both of them.
That's
but
dope.
I'm from Queens, so that answers my question.
So it's biased. So you biased. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not biased. I respect both of them as female artists.
Do you feel like Nicki getting given a little shade though, like a little bit of hate?
Nah, she is Sagittarius. Like, that's how she acts. I think she's just a hustler, and that's how she acts. That's her personality.
I just feel like why these old artists like?
She's not old. 35 is not old. She
been in the game for 10 plus years. 35, baby, you a vet. You.
Jay-Z's what, 47?
But listen, but exactly. But what people like Jay-Z and Nicki, like I guess for Nicki for females still, but people like Jay-Z, I love Jay-Z, I love Nas, I love those guys, right? I'm not looking for no more albums from them. Like if they put out an album, it's cool, but I'm not looking like, yo, when's the next Jay album? Because you've had your body of work. It shows. Yeah. I don't need nothing else.
That's true.
Like, and I feel like you keep putting out albums, it makes you whack. Like, look at Eminem.
It doesn't make you whack.
Not whack, but it makes you, it's like you're legend.
They just doing it because they love it.
Like Eminem.
They're not even doing it for the money. They're just doing it because they love it.
Eminem may have a hot album since when? Why he keep coming out with music?
Oh, wow.
A minute.
Why? Like, there's certain dudes is like, dog, no. Like, Usher came out with that. Usher, I love Usher.
Yeah, I didn't even
Usher,
listen
no more.
to that.
No more.
I didn't even listen
with
to that.
Zaytoven. That's a new producer now.
From Atlanta.
Like, even so, it was just like, leave it to the young dudes now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So like with women, women are very divided, especially in the hip hop.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So would you want to change? Would you be more enticed to be like, if there was this hot dude that was like, yo, I want to be on StayOnTV, and there's this girl up and coming, but she got a little buzz, and they both wanted to interview at the same time, and you had to choose one. Who would you choose?
I would choose the female.
You would choose the female?
Yes.
So you more enticed to get the girl than
I have to listen to both of their music, but
Young M.A. Davies, who you interviewed?
Damn, that's a
tough one. That's a tough one right now because both of them can spit. I would say, damn, I don't know.
And another thing about StayOnTV is like there's been times where we did like 3-4 episodes in a week.
Yes.
Really sat down and I edited one, and then the next day I'm editing the other one, or sometimes I'm editing
this summer we went.
You feel me? I'm clocking out from work, but I'm still at work. Like, you feel me? I'm still at work working, like editing on the laptop, getting right for a couple of hours, like putting in 6-7 hours at that laptop. Making sure we can at least put 2 out, or one's ready to come out the next week after the other one comes out.
Edited.
How do y'all go to these people? Like, say if
we go everywhere. We go to them. Sometimes we do interviews in our studio, but we travel everywhere. It's from Queensbridge to Harlem to
Brooklyn.
We just haven't touched Staten Island yet.
Yeah. Y'all gonna take that ferry?
Staten Island.
I would do it if you fire and you from Staten Island.
Listen, we trying to
holler at us.
Listen, we got equipment. You feel me? If you good and you're from Staten Island, we'll interview you on the ferry.
Mm-hmm.
That would be lit though.
We did it. We did it
in the parks. We did it in the projects.
I seen y'all in the projects a couple times. I seen y'all in the projects.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah,
we was in the hood.
Seen y'all in the projects a couple times.
We was in the trenches. We was in the trenches.
My bad. I told you.
No. It's not you. Trust me, it ain't you. It's us as a whole.
We was definitely in the trenches. There was one time, you feel me? I was like,
came up on us, right?
I was like, yo, like if I didn't have the camera on me, it would have been a little bit different.
That time in Harlem?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you feel me? The situation diffused itself only because we walked away. We were being the bigger man. But it definitely got.
It got crazy.
Hectic.
He was like, get off my block type shit. Like, why y'all filming on our block?
The crazy thing is, it's like he wanted to be there, but he wasn't coming correct. Like, you feel me? He's talking while we're recording. He's stepping behind her as she's asking questions. Like, and it's just like, yo, like we're coming polite. Like, hey, excuse me, can you just step back out a little bit? And he's attacking us. Like at this point, and I'm just like, yo, like you alright?
Even his girlfriend's telling him to chill too.
But does this make it seem like if you interview somebody was that, I guess the person you interviewed, that's his hood, right? Technically,
was his hood. He lives in the Bronx now, so yeah.
Yeah, doesn't that give you like a bad taste in your mouth about the person? Like, yo, you supposed to be from here. You supposed to be able to have this on lock. Like how?
Yeah.
I mean, not really, because with the time it changes. Like everything changes, and on top of that, you feel me, history repeats itself. So you feel me, dude was probably
on drugs.
Yeah, dude was probably on drugs, or you feel me, everybody's wilding nowadays. And on top of that, it's just like, you feel me, we're not gonna pop on this dude because he disrespected us. We're gonna just keep it cordial, like, you feel me, like let's
keep it cordial, because that's not our hood either. Yeah, like, I don't know niggas out there.
Absolutely. I would hate to walk into Harlem tomorrow and, you feel me, this dude pops on me, and you feel me, just because I'm trying to get a snapback from Atmos, like, you feel me?
No, absolutely. I mean, I guess Safari got rid of his old block, right? So I guess you can't say that. Who's your biggest inspiration that's on TV right now? Like,
on TV right now.
That's like a host, or not host, but director, host, producer.
I would always say Oprah. Oprah 1, and 2, Karen Civil.
Cameron?
She's just like a media maven all around. She does everything.
Cameron, Oprah out here getting bank.
Oprah's a mogul right there. That's
my bad, y'all. Hold on.
She's a mogul.
Paisley.
Shout out to Paisley.
Super
you tell them the music.
I did.
Shout out to Paisley. Paisley in the building. She got a nutcracker in her hand. Nah, but so Oprah, I ain't gonna front. One thing about Oprah, Oprah like paved the way for a lot of women that's doing it. Like, I love, and one person I love that's a director, and I guess director, producer, I love Issa Rae. Issa Rae is fire to me. Like, I think that's her personality that gets me. So I can see why she's a dope storyteller.
And she started from YouTube, right? It was a YouTube series.
A YouTube series.
Yeah,
and it
that's
got
crazy.
shown.
Us. We
No, but I'm saying, like for anybody who's chasing it, like, what do you tell anybody who's like wants to do the same thing you want to come up is like, yo, how did you start? How did you just like? What do you tell them?
Ooh, what would I tell them? I would say write out a plan first. I have this, I wouldn't call it a diary, but it's like a journal where I just write what I see happening in my future. And when you plan it out and really work at it, then anything is possible too. But make sure you love it first. Whatever you want to do, make sure you love it. Like, love music, love doing whatever you want to do, be a doctor. Just make sure you do your research on it. Always learn from people, because I don't know everything about music. I'm still learning now. But just do your research on it. Stay on topic with relevant news and stuff like that, and grind.
Yeah, you can't be an airhead and do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I love it.
Network too.
Network,
that's
grind.
so important.
That's key.
That's how we got our studio, by networking.
Yo, I think doing this podcast and stuff is like, I listen to J. Cole, one of my favorite artists. Shout out to J. Cole, by the way. Like when he made the lyric, when he wrote the lyric, is beauty in the struggle. Is beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. I ain't gonna front, like being on the bottom and grinding for what you want, coming out every day grinding. There's a feeling that you get that I feel like you can't get any way else, like anywhere else. Like, even if you get to the top, I mean, I guess it feels good, but it's different when you from the bottom trying to come up and you struggling, but you going through, pushing through, like, and it's a feeling of accomplishment that's so dope. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
That is true.
And I just think that anybody trying to do anything for themselves, they just really follow through and just push it. Like, even with there's days where like, I don't think you feel like doing your joint. There's days I don't feel like doing, like, there's days I'm just like, I just want to chill out, and you just got to push through. You know what I'm saying? And that's very
there have been days where I'll be like, I don't want to edit. I don't even want to look at the person that I'm editing anymore. Like, it's just, I'm done. I'm over it. But I always like remain true to myself and true to the team that we have going on, that StayOnTV is going to go far. Like,
now there's definitely been times where I even turn down like partying and work. Like, there's times I get shoots and they're like, and I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I can't do that. You feel me? Money's good, but love, like, there's nothing like genuine love. Like, I love hip hop. I love editing. I love camera work. Like, I love a great interview, like, and a lot of them I get when we do, whether I'm doing Rose Above It, whether I'm doing Daily Discussion, and definitely for StayOnTV.
Yeah.
Who's your dream interview? Like, Like you would say, like if you was your best friend had a birthday party, you on your way there, and this person say, "Yo, come interview me right now," and you dip like, "Yo, I can't make it to your best friend's birthday party."
Dream interview.
Who's your dream interview?
I want to interview someone that doesn't like doing interviews.
For real?
And yes.
You know what?
Because that's hard and it's tricky and it's a challenge for me. And some of my favorite artists, they don't like doing interviews, like Nas, Future, Cameron. They don't like doing interviews.
Terrible interview. Terrible interview.
I would say Nas and Cameron. And if it's like all around, if it's not a musical artist, it would probably be Spike Lee or
facts.
Yeah, I love Spike Lee.
Yo, if you get somebody who doesn't like interviewing to give you drops and gems in your interview,
that's when I know I'm lit. Like that's why I know, like, all
automatic.
right, I reached my shit.
Automatic going viral type thing. Like that, because mine just would be like, I loved Damon Dash. Like when he went to Power 105 and did the employee versus employer joint, whatever, boss versus employee mindset. If y'all ain't watched that interview, type in employee versus boss versus employee mindset. It's one of the best interviews I've ever watched.
His Drink Champs interview.
Oh, Drink Champs, yeah.
That
Drink
was
Champs.
good.
Drink Champs is fire.
It was a 2-part interview as well.
Yeah, Drink Champs.
That shit was good.
That's a fire one right there. That's a fire one, yeah. So, what's the biggest thing? The biggest accomplishment you think you've ever accomplished since starting Stay on TV?
Ooh.
Like so far, what's the biggest thing y'all accomplished?
It's our first year.
I mean, like, it's crazy because we interviewed people from Rough Riders, like
Yo, yeah, come here. Wait, tell me about that. Y'all went to that party, right? Y'all went to that. How'd that go?
Wadine's 50th birthday party. Yeah, birthday party.
That looked like fire.
That was different.
February, March. That was really different. Denzel was tired too. Like we was there all night.
I just came off
like 3 a.m.
Listen, I did a 12 to 8 shift from Trader Joe's, and that was tiring.
Yeah.
I'm lifting boxes all day, and I went straight to the city and said, "Look, listen, let's get this money, Ashley.
Right.
What we doing? Who we interviewing?"
We actually got invited through networking too. I knew someone that worked with Rough Riders PR.
What?
Yeah.
I just
that shit was dope.
I just talked to. They have a PR person I think named Jennifer, or a networking person who does like the promo and stuff. Shout out to her. We just spoke to her today, like, so we try to do something too.
Yeah.
But was there a lot of famous people in the building? I'm assuming.
Of course, yeah. It was Swiss Beats. It was Alicia Keys. It was.
You got Mysol in the general. Like not a lot of people know who that is, but like for me, he's another
people know who
underground dude for me hip hop. Like he speaks a lot of the truth that goes on in hip hop. We had a couple, young dudes, young Rough Riders, like Lil Wah, which
Lee Mason.
Yeah,
Lee Mason. She signed to I think freaking Meek Mill's label now.
Oh, Dream Chasers?
Yeah, Dream Chasers. She's from Philly. She was signed to Rough Riders last year. She's dope.
And even so, that event was just crazy because it's like
we was the only press people there doing interviews.
That's my thing is, how hard is it to get these press passes to these places?
I don't think it's that hard. I think you just need to know the right people and people that work. Yeah.
Well, how was it? How was it being like you at this event where you like you were?
I felt special.
Yeah.
I felt OD special. Damn.
How hard is it?
Actually, we got him for you. I'm like, alright, bet.
How hard is it getting an interview there? Like, how hard is it? Like with people, everybody drinking, everybody trying to socialize, party. How hard is that?
I worry about the audio. That's the first thing on my mind. But
that's crazy because
that's the first time I bought a freaking handheld mic too.
I didn't even have headphones in. I was just we were just sitting there praying that the audio
this shit works. Like,
and it worked. It didn't matter that there was 300 people in that room.
Yeah,
like, we still got great audio.
It was a lot for us, but honestly, we enjoy doing this. So it was nothing for us. Like, all right, we're gonna come here and just get the shit done. Like, let's try to interview everyone we run into. That's good.
Before, wait, time out. So did you meet X? Was X there?
No. Isn't he locked up?
If I'm not mistaken, he was either locked up or in if I'm not mistaken, like
The Locks wasn't there either.
Yeah,
or Eve.
they had the Locks had
no,
they
Eve.
just
Eve live in London, so I understand. She married to a billionaire, so she rose above that.
Around that time, Fab and Jada just dropped the album that came out last year. And
Oh, yes.
yes.
Oh, Freddie vs. Jason.
Couldn't make it.
Yeah,
Yes,
so he
Freddie
was on
vs. Jason.
tour.
So they couldn't make it. They had a show that day. And yeah, like it was definitely dope. I wish we had an interview with Swiss Beats, but like the time we had around him was.
We interviewed Dougie Fresh though.
Dougie
Fresh.
Yes.
And that's when we was about to leave too.
Yeah, and we got a drop from him too. Like, yeah, it's perfect.
Dougie Fresh is
Yes.
dope. That's the dope one.
Yeah.
But wait, Bill, before we leave, I got before we get ready to close. I heard Den said you could go in on the Cardi B Nicki situation. I'm just curious to hear your take. Like, why? Like, what's your take on the issue?
I believe there's no issue anymore. I feel like, let me be real. I feel like Nicki probably feels like Cardi B is trying to take her spot, and I feel like if you're a good artist, you shouldn't worry about that. No one's not taking Nicki's spot. Like, she been in the game for over 10 years now, and she's doing her shit. So no one's not touching Nicki. Nicki is a lyricist. Like, she knows, she spits her own shit. Like she said on her Queen Radio. Like, you don't know how it feels to write rhymes in a room all day. Mm-hmm. Cardi B doesn't know how that feels because she's not a rapper.
We don't know that.
Nah, she's not a rapper. I interviewed one of her ghostwriters on my college radio show a long time ago, Party. She writes most of her shit.
Low key, that's homeboy from upstate?
Yeah, I interviewed him.
I know you're talking
about.
I know you're talking about but I know he writes some shit, but some of her lyrics really sound like her. Like, the shit don't make sense. That's how she talks.
Who?
Cardi's?
Oh, yeah. It sounds like she reading off a paper.
You think so?
Yeah. That new song, Money. But it's catchy, though.
That beat fire.
Yeah, it's fire. I feel like she should just focus on Latin music. She sounds good in Spanish.
Yeah, but she's selling, like, women love her. Yeah. Women love Cardi B. Like, Cardi B
because she's that real.
She get ratchet.
Yeah.
Every girl want to get ratchet.
She's that real Bronx girl. Mm-hmm.
And Nicki's not that no more. Nicki's not that real queen. Like, there's nothing.
She's not that. Yeah, I would say she's not that real Queens girl, but. Like, no, she's from Queens. She's from Queens, but she still got her Queens.
Nicki not that legendary, that hood legend that we know. That she's not that itty bitty piggy.
Point in her life now. Yeah. She's 35. She doesn't have to do that.
There's levels to this. Like, you feel me? Like, Cardi just got into the rap game. You know,
she's 25.
You feel 26. Me? She's still a little young. So you feel me? Every artist has that. You know, like they come in. They're coming in strong. Everybody loves them. Everybody got that. Their lyrics tatted on their Instagram posts and whatnot. So you feel me?
But the thing with Nicki, she always every time she drop a song, it's always like, these bitches can't touch me. These bitches like I get you. Like,
every
can't have that.
She
I'm
dropped
Team Cardi. Just want to let y'all know.
Fire. Oh, you are? I'm not no team nothing. I fuck with both of them, but
I ain't gonna front. Last year was a bad year for Nicki. Last year.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, she had that song with Yo Gotti last year. She had a couple of features.
She had 2 features. That's it. Yo Gotti Motorsport. That's it.
I gotta Google that. I gotta Google that.
Before this album came out, can you name me Nicki's last hot single? I could, because it was like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, it was like 2013.
It was
2014.
Maybe 2014.
What was looking at nigga?
That wasn't even a hit. Was you talking about
that song? What? That was a hit.
Hell no, that was booty.
What's a hit to you from Nicki? Like,
that was bad. That was like a bad Lil Kim. No, is it? No,
what was that? Damn, she did another song too. Nah, she dropped something like 2015.
Nah. 2015, it was quiet for Nicki.
Anaconda. Anaconda was big. What year was that? Anaconda was 2015.
Yeah, 2015.
Anaconda was, honestly, it wasn't. I didn't really like that song.
Yeah. I was a fan of her since, like, she had this one song with with Lil Wayne, Can't Stop Won't Stop, and that joke was fire. That was like 2006, 2007. Like, I'm bumping that on my PSP. Like, yo, she's something different. Like, she can spit.
I'm always rep for Queens though. So
man, forget. Not forget Queens. Forget Nikki. Shout out to Queens. Nah, I'm just kidding. I like Nikki. Yo, wait. Before we even sign off, y'all voted, right?
Yes, I did vote.
We spoke about this.
Dens, did you vote, Dens?
We spoke about this. You know, like a lot of
voted
people
last
tell me
night.
I didn't even get a chance to vote. I'm not gonna lie. My mom woke me up to vote at like 6 in the morning because I told her I had a busy day because I was working in elections in the Bronx, and I definitely like looked at her. Then I rolled back over, went to sleep, woke back up, went to work.
Oh man!
From 10 o'clock, and I was there until 11 o'clock. But even so, like, I work in the Bronx for a news company. I don't even be paying attention to what goes on.
Den's got the black man.
Every vote counts.
Every vote counts.
The young brother count. Every vote count, man. If you don't vote, you can't complain.
Yeah.
You know what
Did you
I'm saying?
vote?
Of course. I made sure. First thing I did when I got off work was vote. I had to get in there. So we always ask this question to everybody. Wait. Philly.
Come over here and talk.
Pass me the notes before I do. I'm messing up the order.
What's going on this week in the?
What's going on this week in the gallery? Philly's supposed to do this, y'all, and shout out to Swap.
Let's talk.
Shout out to PJ.
Let's talk
on the cameras.
No, just talk. Just come here and talk.
Yeah, Philly might as well do it.
Jason's good. She's chilling. She's about to go to sleep off that yak.
So what's up?
Time out. Philly was out there boo loving all night.
No.
And then she had to come in here with the, yo, what's up? Hey.
So what happened is we started the show kind of late, and for you guys that don't know, on Wednesdays, Paisley has dinner with her dad, and she comes back at 8. So we practically started the show at 8, and Paisley was not gonna let me just be on the show without her being on the show.
Paisley could have been in the show.
Yeah, she could have been in the show. She's cute.
Yeah, shout out to Paisley.
All right, Paisley, next time you'll be on the show.
Shout out to Paisley. Look here. Yeah, she want to do it.
She do want to be on the show.
Tell her to read what's going on.
She said party time.
Party time?
Oh, it's party time?
After this, I put on some Drake for you. I know what you want to hear.
This is exactly what she want to hear. So what's happening in the gallery is, as you guys know who've been listening, it's every last Friday of the month we have our open mic, and it's a family event. So if you're a singer, rapper, you're a writer, if you do one-person shows, any form of art, we welcome. And it's from about 7 to 9 every last Friday of the month. I'm Blue Door's Children Workshop Coordinator. So if you are an artist, a teaching artist that wants to come and teach to children, reach out to me through Blue Door's website. And children's workshops is every Saturday from 10 in the morning to 12 noon. And right now the show that we got going on is really cool. It's kind of one of my favorite shows because we're called Blue Door, and this show is called A Kind of Blue. And we have, I think, over like 80 submissions here. So come and check the show out. It'll be here till November 17th. So you got like about another week left to come and check the show out. And what else is happening in the neighborhood? There's by the time this airs, it'll be over. But
you talking about the joint on PA on Sunday?
No, you may want to mention that. But what I'm talking about is the new art studio that opened up. If you guys know where PC4 was, where Purchase College had that open space.
Oh, down the block.
Yeah, so that turned into an art gallery. I think it's called Warburton Gallery.
What, a joint by the sushi spot?
Yeah, and they opened, and their opening is November 10th. So by the time this airs, you guys don't miss the opening. However, they're going to be open 5 days a week, and that's one of the only galleries in this community that'll be open full time. They have a lot of artwork in there and artists from all around the world, and some really, really famous artists. I forgot the gentleman's name, but one of the artists that's featured in there did the Obama Hope flyer artwork. And he does designs for Obey. Is it Obey?
Obey? You talking about the clothing?
The clothing line, yes.
Oh, wow.
So if you guys can get into that gallery, I encourage you to. I got a sneak peek, so I'm kind of feeling myself. So definitely check out the Warburton Gallery. But that's about it for what's going on in the gallery.
Cool. Yo, Ash, we end the episode like this every time. What's the toughest thing? Get out of here. Making all the noise. What's the toughest thing you rose above?
The toughest thing I rose above. I have a lot. But probably I still deal with it every day. I would say losing my parents at a young age.
Oh, wow.
I lost both
Sorry
of
to
my
that.
parents. I lost my father when I was 15, and then my mother when I was 16.
That's sorry to hear that. That's right.
Thank you. But I wouldn't say I rose above it. I still miss them every day, but this is why I'm doing this. I'm going to be who I want to be because of them. They make me strive harder. They make me keep on doing this. The reason why I'm into music so much is because of my father. So, yeah, I would say that.
Oh my God, that's somber, very somber.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna. Who, if you don't mind me asking, who raised you?
My brother.
Oh, that's dope. Older brother?
Yeah, my older brother.
That's dope.
After they passed away, my brother.
Shout out to your big
And
bro.
he was
for
like
stepping in.
21, raising a 16-year-old female. So you can imagine that.
That man. How many times he went to jail?
Yeah, once.
Shouldn't even have said that.
Yeah.
Nah, y'all. This is another episode of Rose Above It. Ash, thank you for coming. Real talk.
Thank you for having me.
Nah, for real. We're gonna definitely have you back on. Like, we're gonna get some updates. Cause I know.
I like this.
Let me
Real
know when
chill
you
vibe.
have Tekashi 6 now. You gotta have Shaq on. Shout out to Shaq.
Oh,
Shaq gotta be there.
Shaq, pull up.
So he could be in his glory. You know, Shaq will masturbate to Tekashi. Anyway, this is another episode of Rose Above It. T Rose and Dez and Denz and Ashley, and we signing off. Shout out to PJ on the camera. Shout out to Lulu in the building. Shout out to Shaq, Philly, Suave. We out.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Go on.